All right. Let's see here. I got limited space here, but we are going to do this. Pop out this chat just in case. Already got that chat. Uh, 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 uh. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so I woke up pretty early today. I was gonna do this last night, but I wanted to get some good night rest because I still gotta go to work later, essentially. So we're gonna build this PC here real quick, and I just want to show some of the components real quick. I got my second monitor I'm taking a look at right here. So we got a ROG Strix motherboard right here. We got a 5600. Ooh, this camera. 5600X. I had to go with 2 TB of SATA because it is hard to find a good deal on an NVMe. And then I got this cooling right here, ROGB. So enough of that. I've been wanting to build this shit for a long time, so let's get this shit out the way. So let me move this out the way real quick here. I already did the courtesy of, oop, here's the Wi-Fi antenna, put this to the side, here's the SATA cable, and then here is, I'm gonna go straight into installing the CPU. I'll find out what it is. Jesus, all right there's fine. Oh. See if I can find where that screw goes. All right. Use this anti-static bag. Uh, all right, let's start. So, as you can see here, I already have the RAM already seated in there. Very simple, very easy to install RAM. I mean, it really is like the easiest one. I'm gonna clip those latches right back in there. We have our CPU socket getting ready for its CPU. I'm gonna unlatch it there. Let me grab my CPU right here. It is the Ryzen 5600X, which is a great CPU. Even the 5600 non-X, which the difference between these two is very minimal. So um, just line it up with the triangle. Line it up right there. You don't have to do anything. All you gotta do. Wait a second here. There we go. Got that seated in there. Perfect. Awesome. Next is the cooler, which that is pretty easy. Let me get my thermal paste out. Like I like to do the best that I can outside because it's really easy, man. I mean, the hardest thing with building a PC, well, not even the hardest thing, the most annoyingest thing is kind of cabling, managing everything, but everything else is pretty much easy. We got 2 TB of storage here. It's still fast, still gonna be the boot drive, still gonna be the main drive where people are able to install games. I am gonna be selling this PC here. So, just want to make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it's in. It's in. It's in. Let me get my thermal paste. Mm. Thermal paste right here. Boop, boop, boop. Great thermal paste. Zip ties all the goodies of the world. Uh, uh, and let's see here. Okay, cool. Pretty sure I'm supposed to take off this bracket right here. If I'm not mistaken, every time. I mean, I've been using this cooler every time I install it. So let me just make sure. Pretty sure I removed the original plastic retention, but keep the back plate. Yep. So let me go grab my little toolkit, which is right here. So they want you to remove the original thing, but keep the back plate. So you'll see here in a minute what that means. So I would remove this. We'll keep that. Mm, perfect. All right. Then I would want to grab. Mistaken right here is where they keep all the little. Right there. And then just read some instructions here. Put the standoff, secure the bracket with the tightening screws. AMD standoffs are smooth, red, clear. Please pay attention to the direction of the brackets. Perfect. All right. So they said the smooth red ones. So these are your brackets right here. AM4 and AM5. They use the same ones, I think. And then this is the little kit that you need. Um, the best thing to do is when you're building a PC, just from time and time again, is kind of clean up your area. So as soon as I'm done with this, we're gonna move some stuff around, kind of get the shit back to being clean, because shit is already all over the place, and we haven't even gotten to like the bigger stuff, case in here and everything. So let's get this out the way, get the CPU installed. I mean the cooler installed, and we'll go from there. Let's see. I got the standoffs right here. So it says standoffs. Put one right here. Put one right there. Put one right there. Put one right there. Then, yep. Let me stay organized, bro. Because if I don't stay organized, I'm gonna screw myself. Pause. No pause, nigga. And then you want this installed like this. So let me get to that right now. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Cause it's like really installing car parts. Guide with your fingers on. Do the little star method, maybe just get a little tight right there, boop. And then, there we go. There we go. You don't gotta fucking torque it down. Just right there is good. Right there is good. Perfect. Next one. Mm-mm-mm. Boop, 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 boop. Mm. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, cool. It's about as tight as it's gonna get. Pause. This. These are the original mounting brackets. So definitely be giving this with the motherboard because I think there's no use for me to keep them. So that's the original standoff. Make sure I keep those screws organized. All right, now we're ready for the CPU cooler. Should probably get a little more organized right now here. So give me a second here while I get more organized. These are the original standoffs. So just put those in there. Put those in there. Boop. This goes back in here. It's looking pretty good. So far, so good. Uh, right there. Yep. Don't have much room to work with, so just want to make sure we get good space. Move this over to this side real quick. I don't need this right now. So that is all good. This is a cable. All right. Here comes the part that I don't hate it, but it always makes me the nervous one is the uh putting on the CPU. So getting that all done. So let me grab this. Oop, I need two of these little things on the side. And then I always look here. Oh, they had it. Oh, every day's a new day. Beefing with my bitch. But fuck it, cause life's still lit. You know what? Let me mount. Oh no, I like to mount the CPU. And you know what? Let me just put the tower on, the actual heat sink on, and then we'll put the fans on. Okay, first step with installing a cooler. I've seen this time and time again. Make sure you remove this shit. Let's leave that on for right now until I get the thermal paste applied. Put that right there to the side. Let me turn on the fan because it's still fucking cold out there here in Florida. Grab a little thermal paste. And we get this joint started. I've been doing the piece size method, and I always overthink this, but the piece side method works just fine. I don't do none of that spreading shit. I do a little P method right here, right in the middle. That is probably more than enough. Maybe like a little line right here. Come on, get down there. Come on. Uh, uh, come on. Then what we're gonna do is grab this, line it up. Had to perform some surgery. Had to perform some surgery. Well, not really. Just have to make sure the CPU. I mean, CPU looked like it went in. Everything looked good now. Which is great. So I cannot be mad at that. And now we can put this on. CPU fan. So this is the fan of it right here. I like to run it like this, but I also gotta check where is. This is CPU pump and AIO. One is RGB. So RGB headers right here. Add RGB. RGB header right there as well. Ooh, just forwarded. Channel 2 fan, channel 3 fan. I find another RGB connection. RGB header. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is run this one to the cooler, to the thing itself. I'm gonna put them right here. No, it's hot. No, I'm getting hot. I think because I could put this right here. You know what? I'm gonna wait until I install this then, because from the looks of it, is I'm probably gonna have to run this cable. I could just wrap it like this. I have to run this cable to another RGB, to the RGB controller on the CPU case itself, and then this one I want it to go right. No, sorry, wrong one. And we'll have this one like this, and then dude, the thing about PC building that sometimes pisses me off is that for some reason things just don't want to go in the way that they're supposed to go in. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I know this is the spot for it. I almost like gotta force this bitch in there. Why is there a thing right there though? See that? That went in right away. Yeah, there you go. Finally. Now we'll just do it like that for right now. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Can I put this right here? Doesn't look like I can. Unless I have it right here. Okay, cool. And I gotta have the fan like right there. Like right there. Yep. Mm, 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 mm. this cable away from the heat sink, so I'm gonna mount this one on and we'll mount the other one on. Perfect. And then baby mama's still my biggest op. Perfect. Okay, I think we're done here. We got this on. This is onto the fan hub controller on the back of the seat, the back of the motherboard. I think we're ready for the motherboard. We got this installed. Everything, I mean, sorry, we're ready for the case because everything else is pretty much all done here. So let me put this all back in here. Oof, that was scary. I think we're good though. I think we're gonna be good. I think we're gonna be just fine because I've never seen that before, but hey, it works. It works. And that's good. Alright. Alright. Now it's time for the case. Got the major components on. I could just pick this up by this now. This is good. I'm gonna move this over here like this. Gotta connect this now. But now we are in great space. It's 8:30. I go to the gym in about 2 hours, so we're good. I was gonna build this yesterday at like right 3 or 4 in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. I said if I don't go to sleep here in the next couple minutes, I am building this PC. And oddly enough, I was capping because I went right to sleep. I was super capping. Super duper capping. I was a super duper capper. That, alright. Mm 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 mm. 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 For right now, I'm gonna put this over here. Now we bring the big boy. Ugh. Ugh. Yo, could you turn on your camera? It's not on? It's not on? What you mean? What? What do you mean? Bro, it says it's on. What you mean? It's not on? Dead homies? Let me check my joint. No, it says it's on, bro. That might be a you issue, sir. There you go, one. I see the camera. Right here, dude. That might be a you issue, brother. Because I can see, I just hopped on my stream on my phone. I'm gonna check my YouTube stream real quick. But it's look like it's on, brother. To be straightforward with you, brother, so you might want to check your motherfucking internet to be 1000% honest with you. on the dead homies, might want to check your internet because I see, sir. Sir, what internet do you have? What internet are you using? Um, uh, Boom. Boo, can you turn your camera? Oh, you mean turn? Oh, reading is important. I take all of that back. I'm a piece of shit. I'm right here, bro. I'm right here. But I'm building a PC right here, so I kind of want to have it like right here. But, so, matter of fact, yeah, since we're building this right here, that way you guys can see a little bit. Let me put this down like that. That's fine. Show you guys in a second. Let me get this out of here real quick. I have such a little, like, desk. Well, it's not a little desk, but I would want a bigger desk. Bagel, I can't read. Reading is not like my strongest suit, so and listening sometimes, even though I am in sales, but reading and listening two things I'm terrible at. So well, I'm not terrible at it. I just slow down and read. Can you turn your camera? So I read that as can you turn on your camera, brother? So I take everything that I said back. You are a good scholar and a gentleman. Mm, see if I get you guys a good view of this case. So this case right here. Mm, Here it is. Here it is. I might have to switch everything around because since I'm building like this, but this is the case right here. Oh, it does it for you. Yeah, that's perfect. This is the case right here. It's a Roswell case, super nice case. I'm actually very excited to build with. This is the first time that I'm using this type of brand. So, without further ado, let's get the motherboard in there. I like to take off the plates off real quick. Ah, this is tempered glass, so I like to put that right over there. So far with this case, I'm really impressed. It's really nice. Mm, yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug it in right there, boop, right there. Is where it's gonna get plugged in, the LED of the CPU thing, and we should be just fine with that. Because that is the controller right there. Okay. Early in the morning. That's HD audio, USB 3.0. It's fine. Your ass can stay right there. Get that out of the way. And I'm trying to think. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, mm. I like to kind of get everything untangled from what I'm seeing here. I want to make sure everything is untangled, kind of more organized. I like to make sure it's kind of going to be better for me. And then I go in there, kind of tidy this all up because all these little fucking terrible little, I mean, cases use this all the time, but these little plastic pieces are fucking terrible. Uh, 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 uh. Oopsie poopsies, as they say. Oopsie poopsies. Oopsie poopsies. PMW. Alright, so this gets connected to the motherboard. Put this aside over here. That's the LED switch, so you can switch on the RGB. It's connected by that. This is probably the main connector that goes to the actual motherboard for the RGB fans. That is for the fans itself, so I'll put that to the side over here. Um, Everything else looks like it's supposed to be where it's supposed to be, but these are the two ones that I'm worried about. These two right here. Put these to the side. Grab these. And everything else looks like it's where it's supposed to be. This jumble fuck right here from factory is just terrible, so I'm gonna clean this up. Oh, it's kind of a dude. This way they do it from factory, like all this shit. It's kind of fucking terrible. I'm gonna clean it up right here in a second. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep those just in case if I do decide to use those. Boop right here. That's fine to me. Um, this is fine. That is whatever the fuck that is. Um, that's fine. No, this is actually pretty good. Actually, this is a jumble fuck right there. No, this is actually pretty good. I'm actually tripping. Okay. Um, I probably should put the back plate on. There's my menace of a daughter. I'm gonna make sure I line up the motherboard with the standoff screws. Mm. clean that up here in a second. Kind of push everything to the side over here. We'll still have room if we have to dismount the motherboard, even though I don't want to. I'm gonna push this down a little bit just to kind of get more room here. Let me actually get this super light case. That's what I mean by sometimes I jump the gun, because there is the fucking. Can I get it? Motherboard standoffs are 13. They are with a little outlining on it. These are all the screws right here. Um, these wires out the fucking way. They line up. Dude, I always fucking sweat when I'm fucking building a computer. Always. Like it never fucking fails. It's like I'm scared or some shit. There's not a motherboard standoff there. There's a motherboard standoff there. Ugh. There's not one there. So I gotta put 1, 2, 3 right there. Perfect. Probably should take the sweater off, but yeah. 1, 2, and 3. Yo, you need any help? Nah, man. Nah. Think I'm good. Shit, only thing I need is a fucking assistant. Give me some water. That's the only thing I need, but I appreciate it. Whew. You low key quiet. Damn, you can't hear me? Is it just low or is this better? I feel like that's too loud. Muffled as fuck. Oh shit. Oh man. That's better. Okay, cool. I just turned up the volume on the microphone. I've always thought like when I look back But then again, like I do shit on low, but then I go high, so I just don't want to be it loud. That's better. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, man, welcome in. I am building this PC right now, so just kind of getting things together. Installing the motherboard right now. Your PC? No, this is a PC that I plan on selling. So it's just one that I'm building here on live stream. I want to make sure I document everything and then just post it on YouTube. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It is pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Been doing it. This is like the third PC I built in the last. Started this in like November, right? And now we're in January. So probably like in the last 2 months, I bet this is the third PC I'm building. God damn it! Why the fuck doesn't this want to go in? I want to start building PCs. Yeah, bro. I recommend it, man. I recommend it. You get if you could find parts pretty cheap in your local area, and you can find new and lightly used parts or open box parts. I help people build PCs. Now my ear is fucked. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. If you don't mind me asking, state and city. That's it, or just state is fine. Or PC zero PC parts within. Where the New Australia? Yeah, yeah, across seas. I know you guys are getting. I mean, if we're dealing with RAM issues, I heard overseas you guys are dealing with even more RAM issues. So yeah, that sounds about right, man. Holy fuck. You might have to ship everything in. You can still find good deals though, man. Like you don't let that shit stop you from doing that. You should definitely do it like online. You just gotta think. You just gotta use your resources. DDR, dude. So that's why I decided, like, when I build PCs for right now, I'm using I'm using DDR4 because on my main system I'm using DDR4 and it works completely fine. And I think we need to get away from that. We have to have this fucking latest and greatest shit of PC building. You know what I mean? So that's why I've been doing DDR. This is DDR4, and every time I do a DDR4 build, it goes pretty good. So I plan on continuing to do that. That's the power supply screws. This looks like it is yep, this is the motherboard screw. So I'm gonna screw it in. I would use that. Hell yeah, 80 gigs. 80 gigs of DDR4. What the fuck configuration is that? How the fuck? There we go. Okay, so 64. 64, yeah, that's 80 gigs. Yeah, I mean, dude, right there, but I'm in debt right now for my new monitor, so I won't be building a PC anytime soon. Fuck it, get into more debt. Not playing. This is not financial advice. Do not listen to me. Do not listen to me. Do not listen to me. Not listen to me. What PC you running right now? Like on your build, if you don't mind me asking. I need new GP. I need a GPU case. Yeah, I mean, you essentially would have to start from the bottom. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good setup. Ryzen 5, 80, yeah, 85G. Yeah, just like I decided I ain't upgrading anymore until I need to. Yeah, I mean, you got 32 gigs of the only thing you really should consider upgrading in the future is probably your CPU, and that's if like you find a fantastic deal. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's, other than that, like your GPU is fine. 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM is phenomenal. Um, about like a 9700. Dude, I mean, I want to buy like a super good monitor for this Christmas. Mm, well, you just bought a monitor. Why would you get another one? You don't need that, bro. You do not need an OLED, I promise you. Don't let the internet think you need an OLED, bro. I promise you do not need an OLED. I'm a AOS. What's that? Was that AOSU? What does that mean? Yeah, yeah. Well, what game is that? I never heard of that game. Oh, it's OSU. Okay, well, now you're still using abbreviation, so now I gotta go on Google real quick on my phone, OSU game. Just search up, it's not an abbreviation. OSU is a rhythm-based game on gameplay, a variety of commercial rhythm games such as us. And watch a video. All right. I'm watching this right now on my phone real quick. Oh. Oh, so okay, I see. Okay, it's a red. Okay, I see what you mean. And there's competition for this? Oh shit. These dudes are going in. Okay, so I kind of it's a rhythm game. Okay. Okay. What draws you to that? Like what makes you want to play that? Yeah, it does look satisfying. I just seen Merc player, the guy you told me, Emmerich or however you call him. I just seen him play. I'm good with my fingies. You a freak. Dude, I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Trying to get this fucking standoff in. You got that right. I call him Femrek. Ah, fuck. Dude, I could. There we go. Finally. Fuck yeah. Alright. Now we get the motherboard installed. Now we can fucking get the motherboard started. So, Parrish, I'm gonna need you to let me focus real quick. So I need to get this shit in here. Give me a second, brother, man. Uh, 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 uh. I don't want these cables to get pinched, so let me just make sure they're good in there. I'm missing something. No, look like all the motherboard screws light up, so guess it's time, brother. Guess it's time. I ain't seen that setup of motherboard and RAM outside of PC flipping ever. What specs is this PC? Give me a second. Let me get this motherboard in. You know what? I could RAM off real quick. So it's a 5600X, 5600X, 32 gigs of DDR4, 2 terabytes of SSD, solid state drive. Um, just because I feel like 1 terabyte nowadays is. Hold on. Give me a second. And then a 4060. It's a budget build. It's a pretty good budget build for someone like a first PC, around 900 bucks instead of having to spend what is a DDR5 system. Pre-builds are going for like close to 2 grand right now. So just looking to sell something like this for about, you know, that much. Not trying to break somebody's arm and leg, because if you gotta buy monitor and all that shit, like it gets expensive, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like a little budget build that I'm doing. Still be able to perform games, AAA titles nowadays at a great spec. Oh, there we go. I think that's. I think we got that. Ah, okay. I think we got that in there. I think we got that in there, Parrish. Give me a second, bro. Let's try again. Yeah, one main terabyte of RAM. It's it's peck. It's peckish, like chicken peck. Oh, peckish. Oh, okay. That was Perry-ish. That's oopsie poopsies, I suppose. Oopsie poopsies. All right. I wish I just took one pie. Fixed that. It was beyond saving. Heat sink rusted, as well as the motherboard had. Oh man. Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and read that real quick. I have 1 main terabyte of RAM, and I had a flood last year, and I managed to salvage another 1 terabyte of RAM from that PC. It was merged underwater for multiple weeks and smashed around. Yeah, I could salvage a CPU, RAM, and SSD works fine. Now I have 2 terabyte. 1 terabyte of storage. Yeah, I was about to say 1 terabyte of RAM. What the fuck is you running, Threadripper? You're running an insane workstation. You're running fucking data centers. We found out why RAM is so expensive if you had 1 terabyte of fucking RAM. Jesus. Okay. 1 terabyte of RAM. We found. He has RAM, guys. Get him. Yeah, if you buy. He has RAM, guys. Get him. Rob him. Rob him. Rob that motherfucker right now. We found it. I don't know why. At least 50K. Dude, I was looking online the other day. Well, not online, like on Reddit, and well, that's online. I'm an idiot. And I was seeing that 64 gigs of RAM and like or 128 gigs of RAM is damn near 4 grand, bro. Damn near 4 fucking grand. Can you believe that? 4 fucking grand. That's a fucking Honda for real. That's a '05 Honda for real, bro. barely under 1K. And it's crazy, bro. RAM used to be like the thing that you could grab like even before let's say you have a build, right? Like let's say you want to build a PC like in the next year. You can grab shit like why is the fan cable wrapping around it? No. So this is the RGB. I'm gonna run it to the controller. This is the fan cable right here. That way I could have it all. It's not touching anything. It's like actually in a good travel path actually. So it's all around there. Should not be running. Yeah, but then there's cables around the fan. No, there isn't. There isn't. I promise you. It's just not touching the fan. It wraps around the shroud of the fan. See what I'm saying? And it's away from the heatsink. It is under the heatsink. You're right. Hide it under the heatsink. Yeah. Yeah, but it looks stupid. It works for me, bro. To be honest with you, it's been working. Um, so look, it's under the heatsink right here, and then it runs around the shroud. Because if I have it out, it's just gonna look stupid all out. I promise you, it looks good, bro. Promise you, it looks good. It's because of this cable right here. You're probably taking. Are you looking at this one or are you looking at? Are you talking about this one, right? Talking about this one, right? Yeah, I don't see how it's not touching the heatsink whatsoever. It's right under the heatsink, like you said. And sure, man. Sure. Sh Well, let me be stupid in peace then. That looks stupid. No physical issues. No, no physical. I don't know if you're asking a question or not, but yeah, no physical issues, dude. I cannot get this fucking. There we go. Yeah, no physical issues. It doesn't like. I wish I could grab the camera and show you, but it's like right what you're saying. It's around the shroud because the way the cable sits is the cable sits at the bottom. So I'm wrapping it around the shroud to hide it, and then you have it this, and then you have it right under the shroud to the bottomest to the most lowest point to then run into that. So it's running from down here, wrap it around the shroud where it's not touching any heat, and then it's going right under the heatsink, not touching the heatsink, not, and then right to the actual thing. So it's actually pretty good. All right, I gotta install those top two. I'm over here yapping. Yes, move on, but yeah, yes, it wasn't. Yes, yeah, no. And then this one, I'm just gonna hide it in the back to the controller, to the actual the fan controller that comes with the case, so it's all synced up through that. Mm, oh, shit. Toasty Bros is live now. Who's Toasty Bros? If you're gonna watch him, bro, go ahead, man. You have a good day, bro. Appreciate a follow if you can. Other than that, bro, you take care. You brush your hair, and I'll see you around. One, it is. I'm watching both. Oh, sweet. Who's Toasty Bros though? Dude, building a PC, I don't give a fuck what no one says. YouTube videos make it this shit look like it takes 5 fucking minutes. Me and you both know this shit does not take 5 fucking minutes. Like YouTube videos make this shit look like, yeah, man, do this, do that, and you're done. Like, fuck no. I'm over here sweating my fucking ass off. Sheesh. I think the longest I took on a PC was probably my main build that I'm running on, but that's because essentially I had to build two PC. And what I mean by that is I was on an old case that was kind of fucked up, like all beat up and shit. And I had to take apart that from that case and put everything over to the new case. And I had to take, so I had to think about it, I had to take apart a whole PC, get all the components out, and then put it on the new case and put all its new components and everything. So it was like building two PCs for really one PC. Um, we got the motherboard in here. The case I'm using is low-key similar to the one you're using now. Yeah, I'm using a Roswell ACA. It's like a panoramic glass case, which these cases have gotten popular. Like these weren't even around like 2, 3 years ago, to be honest with you. Now they're all over the place, but I like the style of case. Really, really nice to work with. All right, let's flip it up now. Yep, it's like a fiction. But yours is it's a fish tank. Yeah, I guess so. You could call it a fish tank. Never mind, my case is not similar to yours. Well, fuck me then, I guess. All right, I got all the standoffs on. Trying to think what's next. Trying to think what's next. Oh, I was about to say, where the fuck is the SATA? Uh, 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 uh. Trying to think, what can I do next? Should I put the graphics card? Mm, Cause I got the major components out the way, right? Um, I should probably install the SSD. Let me get that ready. Mm, yeah, because the last thing left is, well, cable management for sure. PSU install, WinFlow, case assembled, or did that. So CPU, SSD. Twist off the screws from the bottom. So I gotta flip this joint. Okay. Give me a second here, man. It's telling me that I gotta, which I don't know how I want to do this. I really don't want to scratch up anything, you know? But it's saying that I gotta take the tray off at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this. The tray is connected to the bottom of the case, um, which I probably should have done while I was like that. Quick. Ooh, sorry. There it is. Jesus. Give me a second, bro. Give me one quick second. Love when shit doesn't go the way I want it to. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite shit, bro. It's like, oh my god, it fucking keeps me going. When everything else is going to plan, and then then one fucking stupid ass thing does not want to go to plan. You know, all these screws came off just fine, just fine, and then the one little fucker gets stripped. Oh, it's not stripped. Okay, let me get a bigger pause. There we go. Two terabytes. So that's drop a brick in the toilet. You ain't talking about shit. I guess that's it right there. Yeah. Okay. 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 Motherboard slash SSD screws. So SSD screws and motherboard screws are the same ones. Perfect. Okay, we got the. This is kind of not weird, I don't want to say, but this is different than what I'm used to. Most which I don't mind it, but most oh wow. Then just connect that to the SATA cable, the Molex to it, and that should be it. All right. I think it was like. Huh. Dude, this is not as bad as I thought. It is not as bad as I thought, to be 1000% honest with you. Where's my screwdriver? Well, that was easy. That wasn't that bad, actually. Dude, that was actually extremely easy. What the fuck? Alright, let me clean up my desk area real quick. Alright, let's start plugging in some of these cables where they need to go on the motherboard. Now, this is where, okay, first and foremost, let's get this plugged in here. All right. RGB, pass it through. Ooh, camera. Ooh, no, it stinks. Oh no, it's right here. CP fan. Might have been right. Mm. Parrish, if you're still here, you might have been right. You were right, sir, or ma'am, or however you identify as. You were right. You were right. If you're still here, if you're not, I was better off plugging it up there because that's where the CPU got little fucking fingers. Little fucking fat fingers, motherfucker. I need a one dance, got energy in my hand. One more time before I go. And then I'm gonna. Should I do this real quick? Nah, because then that's gonna get in the way. So let me just leave it like that. Actually, I just feel like there's too much slack, though. Don't you think? How about? I mean, gotta learn my lesson with this one. I think I'm gonna. I still like it around the shroud. I don't think the fan shroud itself gets hot, but just want to make it look nice. Dude. Dime qué pasó, mi amor. Ya no me envía lo bueno día por la mañana. Nah, I don't think I should do it like that. Been doing this for like 2 hours already. Oh, should I cut myself already? What the fuck? When the fuck did I cut myself? Real quick. Fix the orientation of this fan real quick. You were right, my friend. You were right. If I do that, I have this big ass cable right here. So I kind of don't want to do that. And I want to make sure there's enough slack going in there. So should I go this way? No, because then that eliminates the slack. If I go that way, it's like this. Yeah, I'm gonna plug it in up there because that's the CPU fan. Trying to think. Trying to think. I should just put this one back there. That one's fine. And this one, I'm just gonna. Oh, perfect. I figured it out. Yep. Because then now it could just go through the bottom of it like that. Right? And that's what I think Peckish was trying to tell me. Yeah. There we go. Peckish, if you're here, bro, thank you. Because I learned my fucking lesson. I'm over here thinking I fucking know everything. just figured it out. And I cut myself in the fucking process. Like a fucking doofus. Vamos a olvidar yo desaparecí. ¿Qué terminos? There we go. And now we have better slack now. You were fucking right, my friend. Holy. That was better. Way better. Way, way better. And it's the CPU fan. Yep. Cool. Perfect. It drops right. Put your pussy lips on live. I'll give you $1,000. All right, cool. We good. We good. We back in motion. We got motion right now. We got motion, twin. We got fucking motion right now, twin. And then this one can just run right there to channel 1, or I can even run it to channel 3. Yeah. So channels, this for the chassis. So, yep, these should go plugged in straight to that point. I don't know, because I'm going to plug in the, wonder if I should come from the side on this one. It's too close to the, like it's too close to the thing. I think I should do the bottom ones. I think I'm gonna do the bottom ones. I think I'll do the bottom ones because it just makes it easier because the other connector is right there as well. So I might as well just go through the bottom right here. There we go. All right, cool. Oh, fucking mumbo jumbo over here. All right, we got the SSD installed, check. We got the CPU installed, check. We got this installed, check. We got basically, oh, yep, let me connect that cable. Dime qué pasó, mi amor. Ya no me envía los buenos días por la mañana. De anoche de acostarte ya no me llama. ¿Qué será que ya encontraste a alguien más y me cambiaste? De este cabrón como de tu vida yo desaparecí. Qué triste que terminó así, que terminó así. Eh, we go. All right, cool. Dude, perfect. That looks good. Drag all this shit out of here. Drag all this shit out of here. Probably put that like right here. Don't want to stretch it too much. Right there. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna connect all these panel connectors. What's this one? USB. What's this one? This one is right there. All right. One way in, one way out. The notch. There we go. Whoop. Whoop. Just forward. All right. All right. All right. Oh yeah, that one. all the way out. All right. I thought I said urgency. Well, these cables are gonna get bunched up together. All right here, right here. This is where these cables are gonna get bunched up together, right here. Actually, let's put more back of this. Yeah. All right. All right, let's just up real quick. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? I seen that too, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Why the fuck is it called that? No, that's not the cable. Yep. Oh, the whole thing came out. Let's see what the fuck. Oh, there we go. Might pass that one through. doesn't matter. So we'll take that and plug it right into that. All right, cool, cool, cool. Boom. And then we have the front panel connectors. Essentially, it would go like this. Because the indent at the top, you just slide that joint right there. That's it. Think it's time to install a graphics card now. Just clean these up a little bit, make it look a little nicer. Jesus, this is what are we going on? Almost 2 hours building this joint. 2 hours almost building this joint. And then let's do the GPU. Because I think that's like the last thing I have to do before I put the power supply and boot it up. Which I kind of want to do that before I start managing cables and see if everything's working properly. So, we install just about everything. This is done. That's fine. This is for the case. Put those in there. This goes in here. Okay, GPU install. We're ready for the GPU now. GPU now. A certain way to $4060. How many slots is it gonna take? Boop, boop. Just wanna test fit it. Boop, 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 boop. Why the fuck is it not going in? I'll take these two right here. Boom. What's the GPU ones? Oh, fixable power supply screws. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It says fixed with power supply screws, and these are the power supply screws. Is these not? Aim holes fixed with power supplies. Take off PCI cover. Boom, take them off. It says, by the way, good. Bird. And then it says fixed with power supply screws. So I don't feel like these are the screws though, because they just don't feel right. Dude, I hate when shit doesn't go the way it's supposed to go. Like, it just pisses me off. Like, it fucking pisses me off. Ugh, coming up on 2 hours building this shit. Dude, it's a long time sometimes. Because it says I'm gonna use the power supply cables. Because it says use the power supply cables. Well, never mind. It was right. It is power supply cable. There you go. It's weird. All right. Look at that. Got it in there. 360. Looking good, looking good, looking good. God, you still good. So they're sturdy. Alright, I kind of want to power it on. Make sure everything works okay, and then later on I'll worry about cable management. What time is it? Oh, the time. Alright, cool. I should be heading out soon to the gym, so time. I want to make sure it posts into the BIOS, and that's about it, honestly. From there, it's just cable management, and we're done. I mean, can't think of anything else that I have to install real quick. Um, you know what? Let me at least put this in there. Is this powered by a? Yep, it is. Molex. Molex. And that is also powered by a Molex, I think, or SATA. Right? SATA and Molex, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna set it up like this over here. Nah, you know what? Fan facing down. Fan facing down. I'm just gonna put them in because it's gonna go. And anyway, este cabrón como de tu vida yo desaparecí. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, let me. You know what? Before I do that, let me route everything to it first. Mm. 2 hours in, bro. 2 fucking hours in. Jesus. Fuck is this? Fuck is this, man? EVGA. EVGA. That's for that. That's for the that is for the power supply. Oh, cable. Put this right here. So it's right there. Should sleep pretty nice too. Sometimes I get confused on what end should I plug in where, but I think this goes. Alright, I got power to this, I got power to that, I need power to the CPU, and that's it on its own, and then the Molex and everything. Fuck man, I'm almost done here, dude. This shit is fucking crazy annoying. That dude, I gotta take the sweater off because I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I gotta take the sweater off. Fuck. Oh. Fuck, man. 3 hours doing this shit. About to be. Here we go. SADX, Smolix. Oh wait, that's SATA? Oh wait, hold on. Is there a way that I can use this same cable? Doesn't reach over there. Fucking shit. Come on. Almost done. Did not think it would be SATA. I thought it would be Molin or Molex. But it's SATA, which is fine with me. Alright, that goes to the power supply. 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 Now let's do the CPU. Let's VGA. I don't think I have to. Alright, I gotta hurry this up because we're about to leave. What? What? You guys ready? Elise is up? Can you close the door? Ah, bro, sometimes I get mad at myself because why the fuck is it taking me almost 3 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes to build a fucking PC, dude? Like, why? Sweating like a fuck. I just want to see if everything works. All components are working, that's it. So now this got me wondering that this, oh, well, maybe not. Hold on. Yep. There we go. CPU. Check. SATA. Check. SATA 2. All right. Moment of truth. Moment of fucking truth. Moment of truth. Because just want to make sure everything works. Everything, the PC is getting read how it's supposed to. I'm just gonna boot straight into BIOS. Yeah, from here on out it's just cable management. Assuming everything works. That is the that is the biggest caveat right there. Assuming everything is done correctly. So okay, cool. I don't need one. I just want to double check. Alright, so moment of truth. Moment of fucking truth. Yeah. Dude, still longer than expected. I'm not even done. I still got a cable management, so I gotta do a bunch of other shit. Alright. I need both of these. Well booted. It's saying it's a DRAM issue, so I'm gonna turn it off right now. And just make sure my RAM is seated correctly. Just need one stick of RAM. Probably was not, honestly. Stuck on DRAM. Huh? There we go. We got a post. If you do not apply, if you want to reset the pin, sure. $5,600X, 16 gigs of the DDR4, FPC, new CPU install, FF, run setup. Run that setup, boy. We got boot. We got boot. We got boot. Fuck yes. Okay. So I have to see why is it that the RAM isn't working in that slot. I'm gonna try again and something real quick. Let me. Everything else is good. Discard changes. Auto saving. Yes. Well, let's power this off. So it reads the CPU. Alright, I'm gonna just make sure that I press it in good. Because for some reason it's not reading my stick of RAM when my stick of RAM was working perfectly fine. Come on, give me boot. Fuck. Fuck me, man. It's not reading that RAM. I don't know why. Is that slot bad? Because it reads it. Yeah, it reads it. Because this slot is not reading. Maybe it's a little finicky, but let me just switch the sticks around because that's how fucking computers are. Gotta hold on. It's that slot. Oh, man, oh man. Man, oh fucking man. It's the fucking slot. It's a RAM. It's. Alright. I could do this. That's kind of terrible, actually. It's that slot. It's that slot is not reading RAM. So I'm trying to troubleshoot an issue here.